Oh, there we go.
Got it.
Got it.
Okay. Sure. Got it. Okay, I guess we're live now. Great. Awesome. A little delayed. Whatever's going on or whatever. It's definitely something going on with communication or Mercury ruled things and beings right now. But it's all good though. All righty, you all. Namaste, Islam, Islam, Islam. I am Brother Hassan Ghaziel Bey here in Morocco at northwest of Mexham. How are you? And I'm here with my magnificent and beloved brother in whom I am well pleased. And he is...
All is well.
All is well. Indeed. Indeed. Guys, we like to, without further ado, we're going to keep it moving. And we'd like to thank you for your patience in advance. Just wanted to make sure we had everything going. And I guess once the bro gets finished traveling, I guess. However, we're going to continue and move forward and keep it going because at the end of the day, it all falls back on Brother Hassan, making sure you guys are getting your 7-day Tropic Medical Astro weather report. All right. So guys, here we go right here. All right. Really? I already had it up. That's interessante. Oh, look at look, devices are doing things they want to do today, right? It's all right. That's what happens when you tell the truth and you got FBI and CIA watching your every move, trying to tap every device also. It's like, wow, man, we can't find any dirt on these people. So the whole let's control things remotely and stuff like that or whatever. If that's what it is, along with other trends and stuff. But I'm not into paranoid schizophrenia stuff and conspiracy theory things. I'm really not. I just stick to the truth, keep telling the truth, nothing but the truth, and just watch people, kind of be uncomfortable in the process. It's actually funny. It is. It's really funny to me to see how much people love lies. Anyhow, welcome to our 7HealStar Astro calendar, right? March, Aries 2022 to February, Pisces 2023, right? And we are saying, quote, time never was when man was not. And we are quoting El Hajj Sheikh Sharif Abdul Ali doing a religious corporate activity, being prophet, noble Drew Ali. And we are looking at the month or the moon cycle, right? And when I say month, I mean moon cycle, and the month coming from moon cycle, not the month coming from our Albion sons that may have been writing astrological articles for about, 25 years or so to speak. However, Albion sons and daughters are our sons and daughters. And, thank you for keeping the seat warm for us. All righty. Thank you for that. However, we're going to continue to move on and make things happen where you guys are going to have everything you need. Let me let this yellow jacket outside. At least it's made its way back to the window. That's so kind of it. Let's get you back outside. Right? Oh, catching yellow jackets, right, Brother Sean? In the day in the life of a Moorish American, catching yellow jackets. Hold on, there you go. Go out the window, baby. Wrong way. You guys should really see this, man. It's really almost there. Just go out the window. Go out the window. Out the window you go, baby. Out the window, out the window, out the window. There we go. We're freeing bees out the house today, guys. All right. Perfecto.
Freeing bees and freeing packages.
Yeah, I know, right? Every once in a while, the bees come in here because I'm always having the balcony door open up in my garden often. So it's like flies, bees, ladybugs sometimes, stink bugs, So, and all I got to do sometimes is just ask them, look, baby, go to the window. I know you can feel the temperature differential and the ambient between where the window is and where the window isn't. So let's get to that area and then I'll just open the screen for you and let you out. No need to be aggravated or aggressive or anything like that, right? However, it is what it is. All righty, let me make sure I go to our channel here and see who's in the chat. Guys, well, look, today, all righty, normally we're going to give the normal schedule, but until, Brother Terrell is coming on in. Right now, we're going over the 12th to the 18th, and for the 12th, it is myself, Brother Hassan Ghaziel Bey. It is I. For the 13th, Brother Sean Alim, and Brother Sean will substitute for the 14th, Saturday, for Brother Terrell Tamari Day. I will substitute for Terrell Tamari Day for the 15th for that Sunday. Then Brother Sean Alim has the 16th for your lunar eclipse that is taking place there in Scorpio. And then I for the 17th, and I will close out for Brother Terrell's Wednesday also. So we will be subbing in for Brother Terrell while he's traveling, unless he comes in after his travels. If his travels are up and he comes in, great. That'll be great. And we will have that taken care of. All right. So with that being said, put that in, right? All righty. With that being said, 12th to the 18th is what you guys are getting today. Let's enjoy ourselves and have a great time. Look at that on the 18th, though. Sunrise is at 5:55. Look at that. Muy interesante. All right, days are getting longer. You see those numbers go back, go back, go back. All right. And then the sun is ingressing Heminis. Where are we looking? The 20th, right?
Yep.
2 days. Yeah, 2 days after on the 20th at 1920. Pardon me. 21:22. That's 9:22 post meridian Eastern when the sun ingresses. All right. Gemini. Very interesting, right? So with that being said, let us enjoy ourselves, right? That was the moon cycle for that's hosting Taurus and Gemini. Taurus is an earth sign, anciently ruled by Venus. Gemini, air sign, anciently ruled by Mercury. What? So that's what it is there, guys. And I am Brother Sean and Lima are about to go in and have a gracious and joyous time with this. Let me send this out. Let's see who it is, if there's anyone here in the chat. Brother Sean, how's your how have you been, man? I know you guys, you and Brother Benjamin rocked it on Monday with the Intuition Monday. You rest and recharge well, bro?
Yeah, just been actually kind of altering the rest and recharge schedule, but I have been rising up a little earlier here and getting going, so it's been all good.
Indeed. I've been like doing, of course, a lot of study. I've been doing a lot of jurisprudence work, also assisting as best as I can in sharing concepts when it comes to jurisprudence and making sure people are fully aware of, what's going on with the so-called court rooms or kangaroo court systems. Making sure people aren't actors acting like they've been abducted, but really everybody's just a part of this $12 billion deal that Viacom did when they gave the $12 billion to cast and crew to process the payroll for. So you got a whole bunch of actors out here, not just on your screens and stuff like that. But who knows? People may be acting like they're a certain group of people and honorable, and whole time they just been actors to just psyop. So-called, psychological operations, what people call false flag and stuff like that. So, just kind of just analyzing things like that myself and just making sure I'm staying sharp in jurisprudence as well as astrology. So it's like, not only am I in astrology school, I'm also in jurisprudence school also, usually at all times. And I think my bros could actually, account for it, so a lot of times, you feel the energies, shifting and augmenting. So it's like when we do a lot of the different things that we do, it has a lot of force behind it, more than people could probably even really know or think. And because we're influencing a lot of beings out there. I mean, a lot of people won't, but we're the reason why a lot of people are able to do a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, and anytime you see people sending us memes about McDonald's doing tarot card readings, like, come on, man. We've been told you 7HealStar has been international. I mean, we're 5 Moorish Americans unified. You know what I mean? I know that's rare. It's like the dog spoke. Roll that beautiful beam footage. I get it. It's like the dog spoke. However, guys, we're prophecy fulfilled. That's all we are. We're just a manifestation of prophecy. We're not sitting here saying nana nana boo boo, stick your head in doo doo. We're better than you who. That's not what we're saying. What we're recognizing is we see who we are, and we're not going to stop being that and just be less of it. Why do that? Why be less of that? That doesn't make sense to me. And and why cater to people when you guys sound arrogant and highfalutin and pompous? That's your ears.
Take it down.
Something's wrong with your ears. Your ears hear pompously. That's what it is. Your ears hear arrogantly, obviously. So because you know that when you can tell when people don't really read or study, and then they'll try to turn the fact that you know have some knowledge and some intellect, and some people try to negativize, I guess, if they say that, or try to say it's unfavorable to have certain qualities, when really they kind of just secretly, you know, wish they were you at night. They listen to your lectures under their pillows, you know. You know, like, oh, I wish I was like those 7HealStar brothers. How did they just seemingly come out of nowhere? It's not that we came out of nowhere. We've been there the whole time. You guys just didn't recognize it. And so it just took some energy removal to happen, especially recently. You know, removed a lot of the bullshit out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
So, anywho, let's see. All right, Brother Terrell is here with us, bro. You turn on your camera. I'm going to cue you in. So that way, Brother Terrell will be doing his 14th, 15th, and 18th. I will be doing the Thursday and Tuesday, Brother Sean, for the Friday and the Monday. And we will see how that goes. Let me just clean the hose back over here so I can be able to add.
Regulars.
All right. Indeed a moan. Boom, shakalakis. Let's get it going. Add. And add. Boom, shakalakas. Let's do it. Let's get it. Now we are all here, knocking it all out. Let's see. How many border courses are there? This one, 2. Why am I hearing myself twice? Who's got something open? Why am I hearing? Is it me? Did I mess up? Yes, I did. That's me. Boom. Now we're not hearing me twice anymore, right? That was my fault. All right, so here we go, skidoski. Bum. 12. Okay, so Brother Terrell has a voided course at 4:07 on the 14th. Brother Sean has a voided course at 5:28 on the 16th, and I have a void of course. I have another 23:59 void of course moon. That is muy interesting. That is interesting. That is very interesting, actually. 8 hours and 3 minutes. Brother Terrell will close out with that. 8 hours and 3 minutes. Man, this is going to be a very interesting read this 12th to the 18th. I would like to see how this goes. I'm Freestyle Wednesday in. Who else? Anybody else Freestyle Wednesday in today? Brother Terrell gives a thumbs up, and so does a Brother Sean. Cool and the gang. All right, let's do it, guys. Let's really go in, man. Because now I'm really excited because my bro's here. I was about to have a little hissy fit, filling in and substituting. I was going to bitch and moan just a skosh, then get over it. But Brother Terrell has relieved me of all bitching and moaning. So thank you so much, Brother Terrell. Tomorrow Bay. Jaguar, that's our soul. Are we ready? Let's get it. Right?
Astro Rep City.
All right, I gotta be honest, right? When I start lying is when you guys should start worrying. Because then I'm gonna start worrying, like, holy shit, why am I not telling the truth? Since when does Hassan lie? You know, because sometimes Hassan is embarrassingly honest, and I still don't give a shit. So here we go. Let's do the screen share over here. All right. I might even step outside at one point in time doing this, man. Seriously. Hold on. I know what I want to do. Oh, Jag, you're not on your computer, are you, bro?
I'm not, bro. I'm not.
I can't give you the reins. I can give my iPad the reins. Sean, are you on your computer?
Indeed.
So I can give you the reins too. So I can give remote control to you. Which one is this though? Okay, I'll give a remote control to you, Sean. I think you've seen it long enough. If not, we're building it while we're flying it. It's just that when I go, so like I got Thursday, you don't really have to do it. I already set it up, but you can at this one. So you can already see, I already got the first transit set. I got sunrise set already. I already got the first transit set up for me for the moon entering Libra after my 2 hour and 35 minute void of course that I ended off of last Wednesday. People go, you guys go on back and check the 7-day tropic medical astro weather report from last Eloah Raphael, right? For that Mercury day, right? There, 2 hours and 35-minute void of course. And then that's what I'm kicking off with. So guys, tonight when the moon goes void of course at 11:59 post meridian Eastern, which is 2300 hours, 59 minutes. That's 1 minute before midnight. The moon will be void of course. So guys, don't be on Amazon doing your late night shopping between 23:59 and 0234. All righty. So let me minimize this screen here actually, so I can see this part of my screen, right? All righty. So yeah, that's at 234. So that would be previous. Let's see if I can also give remote control to I can only give remote control one at a time. Oh, all right. Well, Brother Sean, you're there, right? So you already know, Brother Sean, all you would have to do is click and move. Click and move. And you would just, you would watch the bottom, see the green. Oh, it says Sean Alim L. Everybody, for you, it'll say you are now controlling Brother Hassan's screen, or it'll say Hassan Gazio base screen. That's what it will say for you. Your little drop down menu for Zoom options there. All righty. So I'm pretty sure you done seen us do this quite enough. Even though you are an Astro Golder, I'm pretty sure you can control the Sirius 3.0. All righty, enough monologuing for me. Let me get right on into it, guys, since we're all Freestyle Wednesday, and it's not going to be long at all. All righty, so let's just get right to the brass tacks of it all. Why brass tacks? No, we're not taxing anybody. All right? Tax is taste, right? Taste is tax. We're not vampires, so just relax. Yay. Okay, anyway, here we go. 12. Right, so we're here at sunrise, 12th May, all right, Thursday, 12th May, 2022, 0600 hours, 0 minutes and 29 seconds. We have the sun conjunct the ascendant. We have a solar ascendant conjunction, which is termed sunrise, right? Jupiter day, Jupiter hour. So it's Thursday. This is the sun just above, right? Just above. So the ascendant is just past 1 minute. So yeah, of course, it's giving us the Jupiter hour. It's going to give us 70 minutes of Jupiter hour here. All right, that we're going to be experiencing on Jupiter day, because we already know whatever the day is, the first hour, first planetary hour is that planetary day, right? So if the planetary day is Jupiter, first planetary hour is Jupiter. And the sun being in Taurus, right, ruled by that Venus there in the 12th house. Venus having an accidental exaltation in the 12th, actually, to me, even though some would say that, Venus then would be in Saturn's joy, which dealing with bad spirit. However, really looking at it right there, I just would say Mars is conditioned in the 11th in Pisces under Saturn's rulership, just really is allowing us to bring to light this, you guys being able to make some really good and awesome sudden changes in your life by getting over some painful things in your past, or seemingly some things in the past, or things that you feel that you need to have discipline, allowing yourself to really actively expand the institution pertaining to you, allowing yourself to gain the pleasures from interactions with others. Could be the fact that you may have had a conversation with someone, and tomorrow morning you may have a recollection of a conversation you had with someone, and you find yourself listening a little late. It may have been said 7 days ago, and now is you have an epiphany now, so to speak. It's all clear now, and you can move forward in what you would like to do, and maybe even communicate and think of some things that are better for you. However, we can really see, right? Mercury is a little retrograde here, if we're not mistaken, right? Is that a retrograde Mercury there? Looky, Astro Cookie, because we know when Mercury is about 26 to 28 degrees away from the sun, it's got to start doing some, hey, come on back today type of situation, right? So with that being said, we got a retrograde Mercury going on here, guys. Dominant, though, however. So the effects of this Mercury retrograde will still be pretty amazing. All righty, pretty chill, pretty amazing. So we're looking at a bit of a station right now as we speak. Some station retrograding for Mercury, we could say right now, right? Stationing before full retrograde or whatever, so to speak. However, with that being said, guys, if we just really looking at just the sunrise, allow yourself to go back and recollect on some things. You might find yourself really finding some hidden treasures in past conversations that it didn't make sense then, but now you see the jewels in them now. I got a lot of people apologizing, just to say that. All right, let me hit this time of position button. Brother Sean, you can set up the next transit. I'm going to do this lunar ingress in Libra. The next transit, as you can see, is Luna reflecting Jupiter. And that will be in the next column from this point on, I guess, at least for this 12th joint here. But all right, so I'm going to move on forward, right? Because I know I have Luna ingressing Libra. They're in the 7th house. Hey, look at that. Hey, look at that. While Mercury is, Mercury doing its retrograde thing there in the 3rd, having accidental dignity in the 3rd, as well as dominant in Gemini. However, retrograde just really says that, I'm telling you, like, I just see a theme already with this communication with others, really, that, probably you'll find yourself really communicating with children, probably your partner's children, or, mom and dad with, their posterity. So the progenitors and their posterity may have, ventures together in obtaining resources for the overall kindred. So in other words, quote unquote, mom and dad and their quote unquote children are working together, actually allowing themselves to really bring some, some details that are really necessary in order for to be a, a creative and harmonious balance in the pursuit pertaining to quote unquote said happiness. However, we were to kind of go down here and just kind of look at the degrees, for Taurus at 22. That's me. So and look at these degrees here. Right. Just kind of look at this 21, just water travel, success at any cost. All right. So I got a feeling that with this whole success at any cost and water travel, as far as people just want the success at any cost. Right. So I really think that what's actually happening here, right? Venus actually ruling the 3rd while Mercury is here. Venus is actually, by her being in the 1st, I still kind of see, like, even though Mars would be better here, Venus would be much better in Pisces because that's where she's exalted. Let's just kind of look at the fact that there's, they're kind of in their terms. Mars and Venus are in their terms. Mercury's in his terms. Jupiter's in his terms. These planets are doing pretty swell here. So on Venus's terms here, we just kind of look even at the conditions that Venus is under. I mean, guys, just look at the fact that, Venus in Aries right here. I mean, let's look to the air signs. What's going on the air signs here? We could probably say, okay, well, Venus is separating. There's a separation from sextile with Mercury, right? So really, when it comes to this communication, guys, I'm pretty sure that we're getting over something, or definitely having a recollection or unvelation that really will allow us to propel ourselves in that direction pertaining to success at any cost. All righty. And looking at just briefly, just wanted to bring it up. And it's the first and last time I'm going to do this, guys. Because I just wanted to spark it off just to see, where is Mercury going retrograde at cruelty. All right, let's make sure that's cruelty. Pardon me. Go downwards. Aviation, mental stability. Pardon me. Right? So some people, they believe they can fly. Right? So that's kind of what I'm looking at right there. All right. 6 lunar mansion type styles. All right. Some spiritual illumination. People are really about to go back. That's why I said some things are going to make sense when you guys kind of backtrack conversations, right? Especially with relatives or people that you thought were not. I got a feeling that weird family member, that black sheep of the family, everybody is going to be looking towards that being. Everybody's going to be looking towards the black sheep. Everybody's going to be looking toward that. I mean, people are going to be, it's so many apologetic moves that are going to get done with those people that been told you so. You know, if you know Brother Hassan, Brother Terrell, Brother Sean, Brother Corey, and Brother Benjamin, and you are our loved ones, and we said something to you, and you thought we were off our fucking rocker, we accept your apology in advance, because that's what's actually about to, I think that's the theme of this cycle as it's going on here. All righty. So, Brother Sean, I yield. You can take the control there, brother.
Indeed.
Right. He's agreeing to see you all in the chat, Brother Yusuf, Brother Benjamin. I see Brother Benjamin is there in the chat also, and whomever else is there kicking in. I see it's 4 all together. All righty. Islam to you all. All righty. So it looks like my next transit is a lunar Jupiterian reflection. It's definitely next.
Let me.
I'll only be patient because I know you're building it while you're flying it.
Let's see if that does anything. Controlling.
It's not letting you check it.
Ain't nothing.
Even when you double click the arrow, the drop down.
Yeah, it ain't.
Do it for Libra. Just click it once for Libra. Sometimes one click and patience is what gets it done.
Can we scroll up? There we go.
Sweet. A little higher. Aim a little higher. Looking for Jupiter. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay.
Oh, it's stuck now. Interessante. Okay, I got it, bro. 2 seconds. All right. Boom shakalakis. Right?
You might have to hit that, type that 180. Yeah. For that reflection. Astro reflections will arise.
2 seconds.
Hooray, hooray for Mercury retrograde. We getting there. We getting there.
I think I got it. 0300, 1 minute and 39 seconds on Thursday, the 12th May 2022. We have a lunar Jupiterian reflection here, guys. Lunar Jupiterian reflection, 180 degrees is what the reflection is. Some people call it opposition. We're not invoking warlike energy here at all. All right. The family feud is over. All right. And we are in complete harmony. Success at any cost type energy, right, is what we're destined for. All right. So here we go. We have Luna, of course, here in Libra, still in the 7th house at just at 0 degrees Libra, 15 minutes pertaining to art. All right. So, yes, we're definitely home balancing out how we're relating with everyone. All righty. as far as finding out also how we're going to be able to, you know, get along in contract with others, so to speak. And that actually reflecting, all right, reflecting Jupiter, right, at 0 degrees Aries, 15 minutes, all righty. First point, just getting very stable there, entering that first lunar mansion. So this is like a first lunar mansion, 15 lunar mansion type of energy here, right? And what I have here actually, just when it comes to, you know, self and reflection, you know, guys, you're really allowing your subconscious mind to really expand based on the fact that, you know, the expansion, your self expansion, you're really instituting a way to actively value yourself here. Also allowing your internal communications that are being ruled by that Venus in the first, you're really allowing yourself to reflect on the beauty that is really at the forefront of your mind when it comes to really actively expanding the institution of spiritual ideals. So now you're finding some divine balance with those that you have partnered with, and seemingly like a fated relationship, or maybe your quote unquote, as people are using popularly here now, tribe. The term tribe only just describing, hey, we as a group of people here, our energy, which is still an illusion, energy, matter, all of that is an illusion. However, just utilizing accountability hypnosis in the process, we're allowing these fated relationships to come off in terms as we describe them being those that we get along with, have seemingly the same ideals, concepts, and or outlooks pertaining to certain knowledges. So we are really allowing ourselves some really awesome self-expansion and growth actively in how we're instituting the beauty and how we reflect the ideals and how we are interacting with others. With that, I yield the floor. And the next thing that I have here is a lunar mercurial harmony. All righty. I have a lunar mercurial harmony that's brewing next. All right. And then there's lunar mercurial harmony here. In other words, we have Luna and the Mercury trine, right? So of course we still have Luna is here at 4 degrees Libra, 4 minutes, all right, in the third house, being ruled over by Mercury, which is very interesting because she is aspecting. That's who she's aspecting. That's who's gaining or giving or having some sort of influence. Retrograde, 4 degrees, Gemini, 4 minutes. So this is a air trine, right? So we're really kind of going with the wind here. However, this is a 3rd and 11th type situation. And the third house actually is the 5th to the 11th in the third house. And pardon me, in the 11th house is actually 9th, all righty, to the 3rd. So we're really finding a way to really gaining some very awesome and powerful information in the group that it may seem foreign. However, you might find your Justice League group here, a sudden change in your heart, in your destiny, and how you're really communicating with your community, and you're really finding the local community that you're communicating with in a very effective and heartfelt manner, going towards your destiny. You're making some serious sudden changes that are very, very Venusian. However, also at the same time, Jupiter in the midheaven is ruling over Mars, ruling over Venus, which is ruling over the 11th. So you got a 9, 10, 11 situation here where you're allowing the erudite studies and how you are communicating with the group to be able to bring out the values and how you stand amongst the group. All righty. So now you have Luna being in harmony with that. You're now at home communicating these things to your loved ones in detail. And I think they're actually listening and they're actually gaining, all righty, a lot of that knowledge that you're pouring out from your heart. And it's going to take you towards your destiny. You may even find other people's children respecting you more than they actually respect their own progenitors. However, let's help them be able to honor their ancient foremothers and forefathers and their immediate contemporary foremothers and forefathers, so that their days may be long upon the earth land. And with that, I yield the floor. Moving forward, we have Luna reflecting Venus here. All right. So we have a lunar Venusian reflection. So that's a 180 there. All righty. As far as the reflection is concerned, I'm going to find the time of that aspect, hitting the next button. Of course, we have still Thursday, 12th May, 2022, right? 2300 hours, 49 minutes, and 18 seconds. Luna is there in Libra. All right. So transiting Libra, 12 degrees. All right. Libra, 2 minutes. And we're looking at a reflection, right? So let's find some 12-2 right there, right? With Venus, third house, right? So Venus is actually ruling over Luna, right? Because Luna's there in Libra, right? 9th house. So we're definitely allowing ourselves to really find some divine balance, so to speak, at home while we're really going over some studies. We're really looking at foreign affairs in a whole different way. A lot of us are probably doing a lot of jurisprudence studies with this also, because maybe a lot of you just have recently witnessed or viewed certain kangaroo court presentations at the circus, at the kangaroo circus court place, right? You may be watching it through social media platforms such as Zooms, and you're watching people go through human trafficking and racketeering practices as people are being assumed to be federal agents, right? It's assumed to be a defendant, which is a resident, which is a employee, a federal agent, right? So, you know, if you guys aren't federal agents, even though that's what you're 9 times out of 10 normally being assumed to be, but you're already not. But hey, that's just a clue to maybe this here, right? Since this is the 3rd and 9th house situation, your early childhood development, maybe you should go and look at those publishings there that you have learned from being at home, having these erudite studies on jurisprudence, and allow yourself to be able to share those publishings with the early childhood development that's going on within your own home. Maybe speak to your own little inner child that's there. Take that wounded healing, right? Be very chironic in a sense, and allow yourself to have some early inner childhood development to allow yourself to really bring out the values where you can actively share these principles in a way that it's electric boogie, woogie, woogie, so that the astrology that you're even listening to right now will allow you to be even encouraged to look at the astrology, probably even for that day when it comes into your own personal transiting. All right. You know, so we encourage you, go to 7HealStar.com. Make sure you can schedule yourself. If it's your first time, your mirror AstroLiteracy session, and all of us will take whichever one you actually book with, either myself, brother Corey, or brother Terrell Tamari Day, who's just right now doing the immediate mirror sessions, guys. But that's where we start, so that you guys can eventually also get into the subsequent ones also. But normally that's what I would like people to always get their hands on. However, you can also after that, I mean, 9 times out of 10 it would be best to get a secondary progressions reading. However, it's not just the progressions we will be looking at when doing that. All righty. You can also, guys, if you guys are a little more advanced, you already have some things there, whatever, you guys can go to Brother Sean Alim now to look at just the reports and things like that. However, like we said, if you're kind of just coming into it, you don't really have that comprehension just yet, guys. Mirror Astro Literacy session is how you begin your self-reflection processes in man knowing yourself. All righty. So with that being said, guys, just really make sure you are really reflecting on these things that you've learned for your things that you may have gotten from certain publications, websites, things that are dealing with erudite studies. And you can allow yourself to really bring out that beauty, harmony, and affection when it comes to your early childhood development and publications that you are reading, so that you can be able to get the jurisprudence necessary so you can take your place amongst the affairs pertaining to minds. And with that, I'm going to yield the floor, and I'm going to set the solar ascendant conjunction next. All righty. For my beloved brother, whom I'm well pleased, my beloved brother Sean Alim L. Islam,
bro. All righty, we have the solar conjunct ascendant, or what we call sunrise, for the holy day, Friday, May 13th, at 0500 hours, 59 minutes, 32 seconds, right? So while just the sun is transiting Taurus, just really come into consciousness about what you value and also what is not of value. And I will yield and get into my one and only aspect of the day. Still ain't got like Brother Jaguar had an all the way good Friday, but you know, just one's cool. One's smooth.
Pardon me. My apologies. Give me one moment.
Indeed. So
previous 2 seconds. I got you.
Did that time skip the June? Time skip the June. Air blip balloons. 7HealStar, just the real platoon.
Islam. You're all set there, beloved brother. Islam.
All right, Islam. All right. So my aspect for today, for the holy day, is see, we've got Luna and a Saturn trine. So we have Luna at 24 degrees, 52 minutes Libra, and the 10th house, and we have Saturn at 24 degrees, 52 minutes Aquarius. So our harmonious air trine, Saturn's in the second. All right. So this is just a good time for subconscious and emotional structure. So when it comes to our foundation, when it comes to our career long-term goals, how is that with our home structure? How are we building that from the home or gathering what we have at the home in order to bring it to the career? Also, how are we sharing, our thoughts, our emotions, and also how are we saying it in a way that it can be understood with all levels of social awareness? All right. And when it comes to the long term, and just when you're working between groups and values, it's just a harmonious time to really build upon the good feelings that we are feeling within ourselves and our groups to really take the next level to just organize what's needed to be organized to move past any kind of structures or, quote unquote, limitations that we are facing in order that we can, be mind, because we know that all is mind, to keep elevating, towards our goals and towards what we would like to. So, how can you value your long-term goals and what needs to be changed, what needs to let go? And finally, I will say with this trine energy, Luna will be at an extremely close conjunction with Arcturus and Spica. So we can also, I'm really just saying that we can start to see hard work paying off here, is what I can say with this Luna Saturnian trine here. All the work that, we have been putting in, no matter on what level we are, we can really start to see, some rewards come, or, just some opportunities to continue to move forward, or, really share and be, what we are and who we know, and that people will be more opportunistic on this day to be open to receiving some different viewpoints. That this is going to bring some balance to your internal structure, but it's also going to flood your mental structure with what needs to be learned and new. All right. And yeah, I will yield for that for the Luna Saturnian trine. So just subconscious and emotional structure for the mind. Islam.
Islam. Brother Terrell Tamari Bay. Got the sunrise.
Islam. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Is my background loud?
Yes.
No, your background's not loud. I can't. Is it, Brother Sean?
I know you're traveling. I was like, yeah, with the picture, but loud. But I had that. No, you're good, bro.
Yeah, you're definitely good, bro.
You don't hear that right there? You don't hear that sound right there? That sounds annoying. So I'm just going on.
Like a little humming. Sound like they're doing some street work.
Sounded like music for a short second, but it was only when you, I guess, were walking by it, close to it. But when you asked, no, we heard nothing, beloved, at all.
No, like a little hum. You about some construction? Street sweepers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Got your sunrise set, and then your next transit is set for previous that you introduce your sunrise. We yield to you, beloved brother Islam.
Islam. All right. So we're looking at the 14th of May, 2022, 1442. Yes. So at 23 degrees, 26 minutes. 23 degrees, 36 minutes in Taurus. As you can see, we're looking at the quote unquote sunrise. So, this transformation here, we're starting our whole new process of who we are. We're coming to terms with who we are. So, submit to that with sincerity. Indeed. We only have one aspect here, and this is before sunrise. That's going to be the moon squaring Pluto at over 107 minutes. If I'm not mistaken. Moon's in the 7th. Pluto is in the 10th. Yep. And Pluto's retrograde. Okay. Yeah, so there can be some internal transformation going on here that can be beneficial. At large, there could be some rearranging or rearrangements going on within the let's say I don't know what you want to call it, friendship dynamic or relationship dynamic or some sort of let's say group that you may be connected to, or you could be changing your job right now. You could have, may possibly have just left the job, get another one. There's some rearranging going on within the friendship dynamic though, to better, let's just say, assist oneself with, whom you're dealing with. So again, we're basically changing or rearranging one's attitude with how you deal with people, and also rearranging or removing those energies that aren't looking to change, so to speak. They could be stuck in certain mental processes that aren't beneficial for the collective at large and or themselves. So with that realization, there could be some things that are acknowledged and, acted upon, for certain things to again be removed. And you may just see yourself, flying high, so to speak. Brother Hassan mentioned something about aviation. Mercury is at the degree of aviation.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the mentality, your mind it could be above those masses or the masses, the common people, which would be the moon. And then, Libra would be who we're relating with. And then it's in the 7th house. And then it's doing this thing with Pluto. So who's not willing to change? That's the question, so to speak, whatever. And then whoever that is within your group dynamic, that is more than likely the problem. However, that's also internal as well. Because what is it internally that you're or we are holding on to that needs to change? Moon square Pluto. Moon in Libra in the 7th house square Pluto. Capricorn, 10th house. It's pretty much that. Who has your back? Who's standing with you or who's not standing with you? Yeah, right. So yeah, that's that for that aspect. The moon goes void after this aspect for 2 hours and 26 minutes. 4:07 to 6:33. Moon is in the
Yo, y'all hilarious.
The moon is there, Brother Sean, as you see.
I was waiting.
It's been a long time coming. Yes, it's been a long time coming. Moon in the 6th house. Moon in the 6th. Libra again, though. Look at that Libra. Libra, mi amor. Mi amor, mi amor.
All right.
What you doing, Venus? Venus is the 11th. Damn. There's a lot going on with the friends dynamic of this cycle. Wait. All right, yeah. So just be open to changing the routine. Definitely getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, because now you know who you are. So now you have to get comfortable with basically conveying certain messages to the people who are looking for those answers. So get comfortable with being the teacher, so to speak. Also, definitely start applying that workout plan. You should probably connect with Brother Corey, not being biased. However, you know, the intellectual properties would be very beneficial for you, I'm sure. To just really get the physical or the mental processing to be brought down to the physical realm so you can grasp things that you may not understand in a more mental aspect of thinking, or theoretical or figuratively speaking, however you want to look at it. But yeah, just rearranging and re-altering what needs to be rearranged and re-altered, so to speak. And I'm going to yield the floor to myself for that day. So we're going to the Sunday of May. The 15th of May, 1442, we're looking at the sunrise. Sun is at 24 degrees, 34 minutes total. Yeah, so, just again, starting that, now applying that, we're now applying this workout plan that we just got from Brother Corey. And we're getting all of our CMOS from Brother Corey as well, because 92 supplements out of the, what is it?
102.
102. Yes. You should get your 102, your questionnaire. But yes, really applying and rearranging what needs to be rearranged. Being more practical in the way that you deal with your affairs, so to speak. Whole new mentality, whole new view, so to speak. All right, we're going to move on to the moon opposing Uranus. The moon's in Scorpio, Uranus is in Taurus, of course. So there can be some reconciliation or some dissolution going on with inheritances. There may be some things that maybe need to be re-altered within some trust accounts, maybe, or there could be some trust accounts being processed for the children, or there could be trust accounts that is already processed for children that may need to be reanalyzed or re-altered, because there may be some incompetency there based on whomever instructed said trust. However, again, Uranus is in the 11th, more 11th house energy, and the moon is in the 5th. So, and it's like astrology street here. It's like all the children are like, "Hey, mom, can you put on that astrology street, that one episode? Just that one episode I like." But we're going back to our creative, what brings out the creative spark for the children, or like the children are bringing out our creative spark, because we have to get creative or, spontaneous with our teaching methods. Because as we all know, everyone doesn't learn the same. You have the visual learners, you have the auditorial learners, and you have the ones who learn by, what's the other one? Both, actually. You have visual and audio. Like those differences, someone needing a visual.
Like hands-on, and those can just read a book.
Islam. Islam. So combining or separating those learning abilities could be challenging based on how you observe the differences, so to speak. So finding out how to mitigate the differences between a learning ability is pretty much here. You could be inventing a new way to incorporate new curriculum, so to speak, for the children as well. That's probably what Brother Senior Jackson is probably doing something like that around this time. Like, hey man, I got a new curriculum. Y'all want to criticize it for me? Literally, it's possible. But yeah, really just reconstructing and reevaluating one's creative abilities and acknowledging your gifts instead of being, upset or naive over said gifts. We can move on to Sun square Saturn. Oh yeah, so listen, discipline here. Please listen. Don't be hard-headed all your life. It's good for challenges to be placed in front of you, and like Brother Hassan said, something that you didn't get before. This is that time for you to get it, and it to be reconsidered. And you to just really put yourself forward and not put yourself under someone else's thumb or foot or under their mental state, so to speak. Yeah. So literally, just be open to what's connect to your consanguinity. Honor your ancient foremothers and forefathers. You know who that is. Seriously. I'm going to keep it there. Just don't argue with people. Keep the debates short. Truth isn't subjective. Truth can never be subjective. Truth is indeed what it is. It is not it does not care about your stations of men. It does not care about who you are, or how high your chair is, or what color your gold, what kind of gold you have. No one cares. Moving on. We're going to move on to the Sun and Neptune. Sun and Neptune. So now we've connected to our consanguinity. Now we're realizing that, damn, man, who's the inventors of, who's the founders of civilization? For that answer, and energy connects to your consanguinity. So when you find that out, that's like, oh, well, yeah, this is why I like this. And this is why I do this like this, because this is like this.
Daily double.
It's fine.
Neptune in the 6th, right? And that. So there's this things that there's a certain mentality, a certain concept that we naturally just get. However, like someone who's watching now and they're only like 20, 22 years old, but they're like, they have the mind of someone who's been here probably like 7 times. You know what I mean? It's like, how you didn't learn all of those things just in 22 years. Or, just for you, brother, whatever. You're 30, whatever. You're 30 something, 30 something. You didn't learn all of that in 30 something years. Same with you, brother Sean. However, 20 something. You didn't learn that.
Mother Rashida said.
Islam, literally.
Wow.
Her literal words. This isn't this isn't, I did this in 28 years, so I'm Mr. Perfect. Should probably go back from the first time. Can you go back then? Let me know about that. So yeah, we're getting out of the falsehoods and the imaginative properties and utilizing those imaginative properties for like a more effective and practical use rather than thinking about what's happening on Mars and Jupiter and Venus and Pluto and all of the other planets. What's going to happen there? What is that doing for the economic security here? Or for everyone as a whole?
Whoa. All right, Jack. You still there, bro, Jack? So Jack was going in on the Saturn, the Sun at 24 degrees Taurus, 56 minutes in the 9th house, squaring Neptune at 24 degrees Pisces, 56 minutes in the 6th. All righty, kind of looking at, oh, you there, bro? Great. I was about to say, is there a party at the subject matter expert's house from the job, from the Jobs? Right, because 9th house is 4th from the 6th, However, go ahead, bro. I yield.
Islam. You can hear me?
Yes, you're loud and proud, bro.
Loud and proud. What was the last thing you heard me say?
Something along the lines of, I think, I don't know. I just remember. I just know that you went out. I want to say something along the lines of discipline because I said Saturn and then said Sun.
Okay, yeah. Well, just what is there's no need for us to go looking for things outside of our immediate environment. Meaning, right. What is the point of us going to go look out for solutions for Jupiter and Pluto and Mars when we don't have economic security here for everyone? So, we're finding out how, and we're seeing the uselessness and things of that sort. And I said specifically, that is your Clock of Destiny by Charles Mosley Bay. You should indeed check it out. And we're going to move on to the Sun and Mars. Right? Sun is in Taurus, Mars is in Pisces. No. Mars is in Pisces.
Pardon me.
And the Sun is in Taurus.
It's a
but the Moon is in.
Right. 2 seconds.
You got it. Moon's in Cancer. Oh, it's not. What am I talking about? Moon's in Scorpio.
Correct.
Moon's in Scorpio. Trining Mars and Pisces. Goodness gracious, why do I keep getting that fixed star, yo? What is that about?
All right, y'all, brother, sound me ill back.
Markab is there with Mars. Goodness gracious. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, read the Circle 7 Holy Quran. Read the Circle 7 Holy Quran. Chapter 8. Yes. Chapter 8. Chapter 7. Chapter 8, Circle 7. Moon in the 12th. Mars is in the 4th. Man. Yeah, so we're just helping this is spring cleaning. Let me just say it like that. And that isn't just subjected to the domicile. And I'm pretty sure one of us said that recently, not too long ago. 015. Storage. Yeah, so this is definitely relative to relations and who we're related with as well. So we're going through a whole reconstruction still, again, with the Pluto thing. Just Plutonian energy with Scorpio and Mars doing their thing. So the things that we've integrated and cut off, we're now going in a more we're heading in a more blissful direction. You can see the light more clearly and things of that sort. The fog has faded away. The mirrors isn't foggy anymore. The blindfold has been taken off. Things of that sort. So it's really this imperative, like I said earlier, to connect to your consanguinity, because around this time with the moon in Scorpio, it'll bring out those inherited gifts that we all naturally have. However, some of us can be afraid of these gifts based on certain belief systems that we have in our mind that are contradictory to the gift that we have. So it's very imperative for us to release belief systems only, or that's the first step pertaining to the next step, which will be faith. And the last step after faith will be the fruition, which you've manifested. So you really just got to get out of the concepts or the beliefs that aren't serving you. Beliefs are for children. So beliefs, and I believe that the sky is yellow and the grass is pink. That's my belief, and that's my belief only. Like, of course you can do that, but you're not doing yourself any justice. Unless you're colorblind. However, I yield the floor with that. And I thought I was done. So the moon, sextile Aquarius. Yeah, this is great though. This is great. I'm liking this energy a lot.
Quartile Saturn.
Oh, square. You're right. That's a sextile. Yes. 90 degrees. 90 degrees. And water. So yeah, the sun squared Saturn and the moon is squaring Saturn now. This is great. So there's a reality or a reconfiguration or a realization and the lack thereof with there may be, it could be the father and it could be the mother who may have a lack of discipline within their structural ways of living or the ways that they live may be structured in a way that's very undisciplined, so to speak. They feel like just, okay, so let's just say that parent or whoever, your guardian, whatever, I don't know, whatever the situation is. But there could be a perspective that living a certain way is the only way to live. And, excuse me, whoa. Knowing that certain people think that way, there's a adjustment that needs to happen within whomever we're relating with, or whomever we may be looking up to, or whomever may be closest to our heart, so to speak. Because just as we are like just as, you know, okay, so Hassan would be the elder in this moment. So let's just say at this moment, I got upset with Hassan and I didn't speak up just because he's the elder. That wouldn't be me being genuine to myself, so to speak, or honest with myself or with him as my close bro. So you got to figure out ways to communicate discomfort for a more beneficial result, because conflict resolution is pretty much the most beautiful thing there is. And that's what me and Bill was talking about earlier. But that just happened to come in there. It just happens like that. Conflict resolution is indeed like the most beautiful thing ever. Yeah. So be open to that energy within disagreements.
I was like, where Brother Terrell at? Okay. Hold on, bro. No, but I know we be traveling stuff, but y'all know how I am. I'm all
you already.
I'm all maternal and shit a lot of times with my bros. So
and that's just life. That's just life. It's just life. Like, if you don't know how to deal with life, you're just gonna think everything is against you. Oh my God, man! I bumped my pinky toe, and now I'm just mad at the world because my pinky toe is bleeding. I gotta give up now.
Bro, all right, I just got off the phone with him. We supposed to go live. Where you at?
or when you get punched in your face, you're not gonna give up.
Like, you are? No, why? You all right?
Why would you give up?
At all? No, seriously though. No, actually, but that's the type of care that we need to be really expressing with each other, so it just doesn't be pretentious. You know what I mean? But at the same time, always prepared to, take the reins if necessary. You know what I mean? But yeah, you're making a very valid point, bro. Like, seriously, and because I don't think it's amongst us practicing that, because a lot of people are coming out of this Negro Black colored way of thinking, so conflict resolution just seems very foreign to most. So, however, you're making a very valid point. I yield the floor, beloved brother. Islam.
So again, just really connect to your agent formula before that, because without them, we aren't good. Stop. I yield.
Got one more.
Oh my goodness, I got one more. What's that?
He said, "What's that? Trine Neptune, lunar trine Neptune. You got a lunar Neptune."
I can't see that.
2 minutes after the lunar Saturnian square. Oh, hold on. What's going on here? Hold on, I think I hit the button one too many times. Let's bring it back here. Oh, all right, I already had it. 2 seconds. There we go. 23, 39, 38.
It's 23, 39. Moon's in the 10th. Neptune's in the 2nd, which is cool. It's like travel plans. Someone's planning on traveling, going somewhere. Neptune, like someone's thinking about going to Europa, France. France, anyone? Saturn. Yeah, so this is a good time to, like, go back into the notepad or the book pad or the business pad, whatever you call it. And really just go back into your go back and look at your what do they call them? Business goals or goals for your past 5 years or whatever, 10 years. Go back and reanalyze that and see what you have accomplished.
Manifestation journey?
Yes, that's it. That's what they call it. Manifestation journey. Yeah, or just goals in general. You know what I
mean? Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Business goals, whatever. Everybody has different, like you said, some people say manifestation goals, some people just say goals, some people have business goals, and, I don't know, clean up goals, all different type of shit. But really just reanalyzing that, whatever written down program that you have for yourself or had for yourself, going back to reanalyze that and seeing how that's playing out in your life now, it'll be refreshing because you'll see what you did unconsciously already and what you didn't do and how that made, you'll just see what affects and what has been helping or what hasn't been helping. Goodness, my tongue is heavy. But really going back to the literature though, whatever you find to be comforting in some sort, it just connects you to the things that are, let's just say, foreign to other people, the common people, the masses, so to speak. Getting comfortable with being prudent and the stuff that people don't call normal, whatever. Just really just get comfortable with being who you are at this time and expressing those creative abilities more openly and effectively. And with that, I will
for the second time
for the 40th time. Islam.
Alrighty, it's on brother Sean, Alim L for the 16th. Alrighty, May 2022.
Alrighty, it's Sun and Taurus sunrise. Just value. Take your time. Pretty much for that. Sun being 25 degrees Taurus, so just a value and expression and just waking up the grind and go get it, right? And we'll get into my first aspect, right? And we do have 5 aspects for the day, so we're going to bring the 5 principles that we stand on to square up our mental foundation for this lovely moon day. And the 5 principles are love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. So starting out first, we have the solar lunar reflection. We have the moon at 25 degrees Scorpio, 18 minutes in the 10th house. And we have the sun at 25 degrees, 18 minutes Taurus in the 4th house. So when it comes to this reflection, it is a heart and mind reflection. And while we do this is going to bring, opportunity, to love ourselves. How do we express ourselves? And how we express ourselves will, start to open up doors or avenues to really transform the home. Whether that's the physical domicile or the internal temple domicile, because our body that we domicile in is a temple as well. And the domicile that we call a home or house is the physical temple or domicile. So how can you express what you need and speak what needs to be said to really transform these home goals? How are you valuing, your children and what you have? How are you going to share that, with, your mothers and children? And also here, there's an opportunity to break the ice when it comes to the home and the career. There's an opportunity to speak some loving thoughts here to get past any misconfusions to what one may be expressing his consciousness to his mother or women in general, or the children for the career. So it's just a opportunity to take this energy to remove, like Brother Jag was saying, and Brother Hassan, this is a really great week. I would say this is like a road construction for your soul week to really remove what needs to be removed so that you can, transform and level up. And, opportunity windows are going to open, are you going to look out them, or are you just going to sit down? And I'll yield to that first one.
Wow.
For the Islam, the solar lunar reflection for Intuition Monday. So make sure you catch that, because we did drop it to you early to prepare yourselves. All right, next up, we have truth. And now with the truth principle, we have lunar, the moon, sextile, Pluto, right? So we have the moon at 28 degrees, 32 minutes Scorpio in the 7th house. And we have Pluto at 28 degrees, 32 minutes and retrograde. And that is in the 10th house again. So we just came from the solar lunar reflection pertaining to the home and a career. Now we're bringing the truth with Luna and Pluto. So when it comes to a growth opportunity, now that we're moving past the emotions that we've been holding on to, this is just a really great opportunity to take the drive we are feeling and now start to express, with our family members, the mysteries that they may be hiding from, and the mysteries pertaining to, joint venture status, and just also any father or, fathers in our lives, or masculine, energy when it comes to this lunar Pluto sextile. So just a lot of sharing here when it comes to this aspect, so whether you are sharing, with yourself, or you actually speaking, to your family and those around you, it's just the opportunity to now speak your truth and be your truth. And because after removing things away, now is the opportunity to build up upon, to let truth come in after, being love and reflecting on love. And so now you're into the truth principle on what you can be and how can you express that. And then for those that, does not want truth, you will see that as well. So, with the, Luna being in Scorpio, there's something brewing up that wants to be expressed. And it's going to come in an exalted Martian way that might seem, very strong to those who have been rejecting truth. But, truth is truth and doesn't need an apology. And for that aspect, I will yield. So Luna sextile Pluto, a growth opportunity after an emotional transition.
You were saying an exalted Martian fashion because Pluto is at 28 degrees Capricorn, which is Mars's exaltation degree.
Indeed.
Islam.
All right, and Luna will go void of course for 2 hours and 22 minutes. All right, so let's say that was a 528 aspect. So when it comes to 740 hours, so no major purchases during this 2 hours and 22 minutes. All right, I'll get into my next aspect, still in a lovely moon day. We have Luna entering Sagittarius. So would you be at peace? Now we're on the priest principle, and Luna is in Sagittarius in the 6th house. So this is just subconscious higher learning fire here. So now once you start to remove the dogma beliefs and start to get into real truth and religion, there's peace is going to enter your heart. And yes, as I posted in my post a quote from my brother Jag, light that fire upon your eyes. Yes, this is what this is here. And that fire being lit up under one's buttocks is going to give motivation to start to organize, one's emotions and being open to the truth. Because there's going to be the subconscious feeling. So how can you really connect to your roots? So if you're still under the Black identity, you really cannot connect to your roots because there's a block, because your ancestors didn't call themselves Black.
Checkmate.
Okay, and so now you're getting to that. Okay, so now it comes to the higher education. So with Sagittarius, it's foreign knowledge. So yes, a lot of things that we are speaking as being Moors are foreign to those that call themselves Black, Negro, Afro-American, and colored. But it's all right. Ooh, my right ear is ringing. Let me keep giving this truth real quick. So we're giving this peace. So now with peace, with truth comes peace. So now we can start to organize our criteria, and philosophies and educations to prepare to give that not only to ourselves, but the public as well. Because you got the love now. You let go of what you needed to let go. You came into the truth of things. Whether you wanted to or not, it will still be presented. Now this peace is coming into with learning with the moon being in Sagittarius. So with that, I will yield. Luna in a Sagittarius, just open up to the true law and religion, because there is no separation. You will see that history and law go together, but you will also come to see that you wasn't told that. All right. Next aspect we got here. All right, we got Luna. 1 degree, 4 minutes. Sagittarius in the fifth. Making trine to Jupiter at 1 degree, 4 minutes. Aries in the 10th. Right. So now we're at the freedom. Freedom here. So with this aspect, this harmonious aspect, this is mental expansion and gifts. It's my, 3-piece that I'm gonna give to you first. All right. So now you could be there could be, loving scented beings out there looking to travel, looking to share knowledge with women and mothers, and with sharing wisdom brings healing, especially when they need something, but they don't know they need it themselves. So now that they're ready, going through the first 3 principles, now they're open and ready to expand their viewpoint. So now you're giving this wisdom and knowledge, occult knowledge, with the moon, something hidden that has been hidden from them that they thought was truth. Now yes, it might hurt, get punched in your mouth, to your, it's an identity jab to you. But hey, now there's an opportunity for you to really learn, now you're going to really be able to be joyful and be able to express the breath work that you are, what people say is spirituality. And now with Luna trying Jupiter, there will be, truth being brought to law and religion. And, we're here at 7HealStar, we know that there's no separation between church and state. So we are just being our, metaphysicians, being Moses, and bringing you the truth. And with this Luna Jupiter aspect, so yes, you might feel, a creative here. There also could be, a sense of joy now, wanting to play, wanting to feel love and be loved. So all this fire energy is now expanding the collective, and each sentient being in their own chart, but collectively here, this is just now creative fire to help, bring it in, hammer the truth, and not honestly go after your goals, and just some new romance here for some. I'm also getting that there could be some sentient beings out there taking their little one with them to the Job. you know,
Definitely some
introducing them
mutual
to the
respect in
family
that.
business, you know, and what they do.
It's
And let
definitely
them
some
experience
mutual
that.
reception in that. Definitely.
What you say, bro?
It's definitely some mutual reception in the whole, you know,
Oh yeah.
have your heirs learn the family craft. Yeah.
It's
Inherit the, you know, skill sets for the craft. However, I yield.
It's
Just wanted to add to your wisdom, Brother Sean. Go ahead, I yield.
gratitude indeed. And you know where Jupiter is, it's organizer. So this is just organizing the wisdom to be able to take that for yourself and impart it to the women and the children here. Taking some travels to you know, get outside of one's hometown to realize and know that there is more out there than just a hometown. And now this is going to bring a healing to how you go about yourself and do things. So yes, this is an expansion of your identity. So now that you can really be joyful and express that. And I will yield for Lunar trine Jupiter, mental expansion and gifts. All righty, now we're at my last aspect. So we have a lunar Mercurian reflection. So we have Luna at 3 degrees, 24 minutes Sagittarius in the 4th house. And we have Mercury at 3 degrees, 24 minutes Gemini, retrograde in the 10th. So it's been a real lot of home and career energy here for this lovely moon day. So now we're at the last principle. We are at justice. And this is just justice when we look at the inner mental reflections and thoughts. All right, so when it comes to the psychological foundation, how can you reflect on that and what's going on in your mind? You know, how can you organize that and transmute any nervous energy or any anxieties that you know is going on in your mind? And how can you improve your mindset, right? So when you do this, you're going to start to look at, you know, one, what inspires you, two, and your health. You know, you could be looking at your diet, or not exercising could be, you know, one of the problems. Staying closed off could be another thing, right? So when you look at what you value and what inspires you, you can start to find the connection between the two. And now you can start to swing with the pendulum and not work against the grain. And it's another opportunity to, take your emotions and really, get with some experts, get with 7HealStar and, get these mirror sessions, get these healing sessions, or even just get the knowledge, to help assist yourself to really drag you out of the mental confusion and anxiety, that's going on in your mind. Replacing worries and fears with truth and love will clear that away. You'll be able to start to see clearer. And with Mercury being in retrograde, you're already looking within, and it's in a reflection with lunar. So you're really, looking deep within. So this is like a quit looking west and go east, within yourself. Stop looking outside yourself for validation or truth. And when you start to know and be the truth yourself, then you'll see that, come out on the outside of you. And this is just another 4th, 10th house axis. So it's really just shape shifting the home and the career. What do you do? How are you brought up at the home, and how that can be shaved off in the career that needs to be let go of, so that you can, structure how you communicate. And yeah, I shall yield for that. So bringing justice comes after mental reflections and thoughts. Luna reflect Mercury. And I shall, I got one more.
No, this is me.
Islam, let's see my name. Yeah. All right, and I yield to my magnificent brother Hassan. Islam.
Indeed, beloved brother. Thank you so much, Islam. I have the sunrise here. At least I thought I did. Hold on, give me 1 second. Thought I had the sunrise for the 17th. Let me move in a little quickly. 2 seconds. Let me make sure I get that solar ascendant conjunction first. Hitting next. All righty, we should see the 17th. Okay, so for Tuesday, 17th May 2022, we have at 0500 hours and 56 minutes, we have the solar lunar ascendant as I set my Luna Venusian trine, which will be the first aspect after my just telling you what sunrise is. However, this aspect, and it does take place after sunrise, actually, a little more than, about 5 hours and 35 minutes after sunrise. We have Luna in a harmonious aspect to Venus there. So the sun rising with its solar ascendant conjunction with Luna in the 12th being ruled by Mars in a mutual reception with Jupiter. All righty, so there's just this mutuality and making sure that we're bringing out and pouring out that which is, may have a little bit of isolated discipline in how we actively go about instituting the way we expand based on some wounded healing that we've actually, just kind of, have been allowing ourselves to really embrace. And so that will allow Venus to really bring forth some accidental exalted values forth in making sure we're pouring out some innovative ideas to make us go forward in our destiny and reaching our goals so that our heart is really aligned with the way that we do things. Especially that's what you get when you have Sun conjunct ascendant. So with hitting the next button here, like I said, 5 hours and about 5 hours, 35 minutes later, we have a Luna Venusian trine here. All right, so we have Luna here at 17 degrees Sagittarius, 13 minutes in the 5th house. Okay, so we're definitely home expanding our knowledge creatively while harmoniously allowing ourselves to really find the values that we relate to self while actually expressing that in some foreign affairs or maybe taking our place amongst the affairs of men. So we're really allowing ourselves to really be creative away from our creativity amongst the group. So therefore, we are really creating our community. We're creating our community by being very creative with others and communicating said creativity, which really allows us to bring out the way that we've gained for ourselves creatively and being able to pour that out in the communication with the collective when we're communicating with others. And that way people will be able to relate, obviously, to the mutually received joint activities that really have people being able to find the values in when they come amongst each other and point out this adept and or erudite information and whatever. And a lot of it is going to be based in wounded healing. A lot of people are going to be able to relate to each other and have some very valuable communications. Then it's kind of going to be based on, you don't really want to have to get to know people based on something that's seemingly unfavorable. However, being able to share an unfavorable account that you've been through may actually bring about a certain harmony and local community amongst your secondary relationships, so to speak. So we're going to really allow ourselves to have our soul really come out in our subconscious mind, really take a travel creatively while we're allowing our values to really take our place amongst the affairs of men so we can really bring forward who we are and what value we bring to the table when really communicating to others while we're helping to establish our own, micro communities, if not our own larger communities. Moving right along, I have a Luna Martian square. Next, Luna Martian quartile. That's taking place about 12 hours and 20 minutes later. All right, so 12 hours and 20 minutes later at 2300 hours, 51 minutes. Still for Tuesday, 17th May 2022. And we have a Luna Martian quartile here. Okay, so there's Luna still in Sagittarius, right? So we're definitely home, but maybe home away from home. Maybe you guys are traveling. Maybe you guys are in your RV or whatever, so to speak. However, you're allowing yourselves to also maybe isolate yourselves. Maybe allow yourselves to have some self-discipline. Maybe you're allowing yourself to have some, different bed pleasures. Maybe you're camping. On this said camping trip, guys, make sure you're really bringing some things that you really value so that even though you're out there in the so-called woods or the wilds, you still making sure you're bringing along some things that will allow you to mutually, perceive and receive the benefits that are out there in nature. However, don't go so cold turkey. So, you're out there in nature, still bring your phone, still bring a generator of some sort so you can still kind of stay connected a little bit to some things so that you don't have a shock or atrophy in your spirit by fasting from technology, by going out there to just cold turkey on some nature. All right. That the goal is to get back to nature. I'm just saying, guys, just make sure you're pacing yourself as you're doing, and allow your subconscious mind to take things that you've learned to discipline yourself, so you can allow yourself to be able to meet the challenges necessary and mutually receiving the things that you need to activate yourself in your breath ascended exercises. However, if you forget something about some breathing or things like that, bring the electronics along just in case, just to remind yourself. I'm not saying to be dependent on your electronics while you're camping. However, when you're camping, if there's something you need to remember and you can, because you wanted to maybe cook something, fix something, maybe do some activity, some kind of yoga or something, you may still need to be able to reach some form of device, computer, phone, tablet, so that you can be able to allow yourself to move forward in your intentions for your nature hike and or camping, so to speak. On the floor, then I'm going to move on. And it's actually, when I move on here, I'm kind of getting to two aspects at once. I have Luna sextiling Saturn while also squaring Neptune at the same time, like future, right? So we're going to do the squaring Saturn first, because that's what shows up. Pardon me, sextiling Saturn first, because that's what actually shows up in my calendrical list here. So I hit that once there, and we have, like I said, at this time at 11. All righty, maybe I hit that one too many times. Tuesday, 17th May, 2022. We have Luna, all righty, 2300 hours, 59 minutes, 17 seconds. Luna here still in Sagittarius at exactly 25 degrees, 0 minutes, right? Sextiling Saturn at 25 degrees. So there's a whole lot of unvolation, right? So you guys, right? You're definitely going to schedule your astrology this day. Not if, ands, or maybes. 17th of May will be a perfect day for you guys to schedule, maybe even the 16th. So really every day. However, I'm just looking at this to not sound so greasy, but 16th, 17th, 18th may be some really awesome days to make sure you guys go to 7HealStar.com, get your astrology schedule. Some of you have already gotten your mirror AstroLiteracy sessions with us. I think you're going to see on this day, you're going to find something that clicks. You're going to really see that something that you were probably given as a report receipt, you guys actually go into it, and there's going to be some veil lifted from your eyes, from your spiritual eye. You're going to really allow yourself to be able to really gain that which was poured out to you. So, Jupiter just mutually receiving what it is that, Mars has to offer there. However, Jupiter's ruling over the second house that it's in. It's also ruling over the 11th house, right? Which is the values to your standing. So now when it comes to your subconscious mind and how it stands in its erudite fashion, coming out of, a disciplined mindset, ready to pour out that which it has subconsciously nurtured within itself, now allowing, some basis of astrology to really be poured out, because now you will be able to bring yourself values to a point of transformation, death, and regeneration, and internalization pertaining to the force, the illusory power that is. However, the actual force that allows you to be able to allow your subconscious mind to bring the essential values necessary through in order for you to be able to expound upon that which was learned when analyzing your own astrology, especially after a mirror session with us. All right. Moving forward, right? Because I just said this was happening at the same time, right? So there's a square to Neptune right after this. Let's see how many seconds that happens later. So this is 2359.17. Let's see what we got next. 2359. All right, that's went too far. We were just supposed to just go back one good time. All right. Oh, looky. Look at that. Neptune actually happens before Saturn, but there's a void of course there, right? So maybe, just maybe, they should have, flipped it in the calendar, because usually, void of course is the last aspect something makes to another planet before. So why would there be another aspect afterwards? So obviously the squaring, all right, the squaring to Neptune happens before the sextile to Saturn, all righty? So right before the moon leaves the 12th house and enters the 11th. Well, actually, no, it's still in 11th at this point, but it goes to 25 degrees after this, so pardon me. So it's still in 11th house. However, we're looking at a square to Neptune. This is not sextile too. So let's look at it like this. What I just said in the previous testimony, right before that, you guys are really getting over an obstacle of really instituting your new subconscious mind here, because you guys know you've learned a lot. You're really doing your best to really find a way to actively institute that which you just have expounded upon on these self-values for yourself. I mean, you're really looking to really allow yourself to really not spoil yourself from that which you've learned. So you're learning how to not be lazy and really allow, because Jupiter's ruling over, all righty, Neptune here in the 2nd, and it's ruling over the moon here also for the 11th. So really, guys, there is value being poured out, and there's a mutual reception of that which you bring to the group will bring to you, if not more. So this is a pay it forward kind of fashion. And then right after that, guys, you saw at 25 degrees that Luna will be sextile Saturn. So guys, let the pouring out to one another happen, pay it forward, and then see that which everyone had to offer, because now you will begin to see that, yes, you had everything that you need. However, you're now at a new level in growth, where even in where you think you're grown, you still need a certain spiritual titty so that you can grow, all righty, into the character that which you would like to develop. And your character development will come from taking your place amongst the affairs of men. You can only develop your character so far in house and in your local community, or at home and in your local community. And now you're finding ways to relate to others by now taking your place amongst the international community. And or if you're already there, you're actually finding out other little neat knickknacks and things and subtleties that you didn't notice before, and different nuances that allow you to really see the beauty further in you taking your place amongst the affairs pertaining to minds. And with that, I yield the floor. I'm going to now yield to our beloved brother, whom we're well pleased with the last 3 testimonies for our 7-day tropic medical astro weather report, as I bring up the next solar ascendant conjunction. And I yield the floor to our beloved brother, in whom we're well pleased, Brother Terrell Tamari Bay Islam.
Indeed, Islam. All right, so we're looking at the 18th of May, 1442. This is Wednesday. The sun is 27 degrees Taurus, 27 minutes. Okay, and we already told you about the void. Of course, you know that, so you don't want to spend your resources on that day or prior to that day. Where you going? What you looking at? 14 degree. Steadfast 14 degree morning. Interesting. Yeah. So someone could wake up to some sort of promotion or raise or opportunity that's, or some opportunity or raise that's, or you could just be raising your vibration or your standing within your mind. Could be a whole change of approach about how you go about things, so to speak. Could just be taking things more practically and more productively, rather than waiting on someone to do it for you, so to speak. That's basically this energy here. So we're gonna move on to the first aspect with Mars and Neptune, right? Mars is gonna oppose Neptune. Oh, conjunct Neptune. I'm sorry. I'm not talking about. Mars is gonna conjunct. What's happening? Okay, yeah, Mars conjunct Neptune in the first. Yeah.
Man, how many things are at 25, bro? Okay, I'm a yield. I've been looking at that 22, 24, 25. I've been looking at it the whole time. I'm like, yo, are we seeing that the 20s is like jumping right now and the teens? There's only a little something with the beginning of a sign. You know what I mean? That
Indeed.
was Jupiter, and I think the moon was in like
Mercury too.
Libra. Yeah, Mercury, of course. But other than that, man, the 20s is jumping off, bro. Okay, I yield this one.
It's on. So Mars conjunct Neptune in the first house. You know, we're finding ways to be more courageous and, you know, active within, you know, who we are, or within, you know, the schools of thoughts, or the ways of our imaginations can be pretty much expanding. Our mind is, or the dreams that we have could be very, very unveiling and transformative, connecting you to that, let's just say, other world. It's just the metaphysical concepts are being comprehended a little bit more. It's like the X-Men concept or whatever, or superhuman, or super abilities. Those conversations or those sceneries or comprehensions can be next level now. So it's like, I don't know, someone seeing Cyclops, they could get the metaphysical representation pertaining to Cyclops. You know, oh, that's the pineal gland. Oh my God, everyone has a pineal gland. That means everyone's Cyclops, you know, whatever. Some sort of unveiling pertaining to something otherworldly, quote unquote otherworldly. It's not. It's everything comes from the imagination of a man, which is a sentient being. So there's nothing new under the sun. We've all heard that before. So that's just what it is. So now we're seeing that everything is pretty much connected. You know, all of the religions are the same. They just have a different name, so to speak, so on and so forth. It's a clarity or a light bulb moment with this energy here. So, you know, just be courageous and stand up for what you know and not for what you believe in, so to speak. We're not living in subjectivity.
And my last aspect that I had there, the moon went void, of course, for 8 hours and 3 minutes. And your next aspect is that lunar ingress into Capricorn. So I just wanted to say, since you had the lunar ingress, that last aspect that I had pertaining to Luna sextile Saturn at 2300 hours 59 minutes. That's 1 minute before midnight. That the moon will be void, of course, until 800 hours 2 minutes, which is Brother Terrell's next aspect, which he's going to give testimony. So actually, between that time, guys, between midnight and 8:02, right, for that 8 hours and 3 minutes, guys, make all your major transactions either before 11:53 post meridian Eastern or after 0800. All righty, so before 23:59 or after 0802. And I yield the floor to you, beloved brother Islam.
Islam. All right, so now we're gonna go look at Capricorn, Moon in Capricorn. All right, Luna in Capricorn. Yes, and the Moon is in the sixth house. 41 minutes shy from the 7th. Yeah, so like I said, we're just at this moment we really see what really is for us and what's not for us, so to speak. The things that's standing with us and the thing that's not withstanding with us, literally. So we're seeing all of the, again, otherworldly concepts being broken down and formulated into something anyone can sort of digest, so to speak. Even a baby could get it with just the proper teaching method. So now we're, going through what we need to go through to initiate and stand up for what, serves us and what we find beautiful enough to give to, the collective at large. So, again, realizing who's standing with you and who's not withstanding. And we're going to move on to the moon doing its thing with Jupiter. Yes. So moon's going to square Jupiter.
Yeah, that's the last aspect.
Last aspect. This is your last aspect, you people. So Moon is still in Capricorn, of course, still in the 6th. Jupiter is in at Aries in the 9th. Dominant. He's at home making his way. So there could be some, some tension with something that may be needing to change that, again, some things may be being held onto which may not benefit the day-to-day livelihood. Or there could be things that you may know that you may need to act on and not look to butt heads or get to someone else's ways of thinking or however they view whatever. We're not dealing with the beliefs in these days of time. Yeah, because we're gonna base our lives off things that we can actualize and give to the posterity at large. So just simply with gardening, we can plant seeds, and now these seeds will grow. And now we can just keep that. We can keep that in the tradition and make that a business. It's a routine, but it doesn't have to be a business in regards of monetary gain. It can be a business just for the family or your bloodline to always have food for themselves. And now let's extend that to the collective at large or the neighborhood, whomever. Right. So we're just finding, again, what's best for us and what's not, and what needs to change for the uplifting of our being in this time and age. And with that, I will yield. That is your Astro Weather Report.
It's long. Thank you so much, beloved brother. I appreciate you and brother Sean. I want to do a screen share here, guys. Take it to what I saved on my home screen, and I encourage you all to do the same right here on my home screen. What I've done is when I went to my browser and went to 7HealStar.com, after I went to 7HealStar.com, I saved on to my homepage, 7HealStar.com. So it's like I already have a 7HealStar.com app, right? Because all I got to do is just save it to my homepage. And then I'll just go to 7HealStar.com as I choose. You guys know that you will see the 7-day Tropic Medical Astro Weather Report for this cycle go up in just a few hours. All right. You guys already know. When we do this, we are getting to this, guys. We do this community service every Odin's Day, Woodin's Day, so to speak. I'll do that so we can at least see something in full. All righty. So the personal full year, right? What is it? Is it personal or is it your airship? It's just to you. We use personal for you guys, even though we know person deals with corporation or federal beings. However, we're just using it descended from that or away from that, right? Because al or al, the suffix al means to be away from. So away from person. Get your full year 7 HealStar Astro Calendar and Transit Report. All righty. For the Elimo's Night tuition for 180 units in lieu of lawful money, you'll get 12. All righty. 12. All righty. Months and the corresponding reports. All righty. And it's really telling you what way we do. And we're about to, I guess I'm about to go into, because there's been some requests. All righty. As far as different calendars and things like that. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of artwork, a little bit of digital design here and there. But, it's just so many different things that we actually do. So that'll be coming real soon. Just as far as, this one active Moor just had a request for a certain type of calendar for themselves or whatever. But we'll see how that also works as possibly an idea for the total collective. Mirror AstroLiteracy session, guys. You already know that's my main thing. Mirror AstroLiteracy session. Make sure you get your hands on that. It is and used to be, as you see, that the only reason I put that up there is just to kind of show you guys where it all got started. But it is 153 units in lieu of lawful money for 3 hours. It's a possibility it may be going up another 51 because a lot of people now are really getting into the AstroLiteracy sessions. However, I'm going to keep it right now there. If I keep having sessions and you guys going into about the 4.5 hour mark, because there is a lot more that I kind of go into, I may take it up. It's a possibility another 51 units for another hour. You guys do that for there, or maybe we'll, work something out. But for right now, guys, before it goes on up, because I am going to do a special around July 8th, though. going to be taking on, you know, people that want to kind of get a mirror session. We may actually do a special or something. You know, I'm going to think about it. You know, probably discuss it with my bros. We'll see what we can do. So it can be a mutual incentive for both 7HealStar and Aquarius. All right. So guys, remember, this is why we do this every Wednesday, every Iloa Rafael, for you to get your full year 7HealStar Astro Calendar and report, guys. All righty. And don't forget, you all, who's with me today is Brother Terrell Tamari Bay. You guys can get your Mirror Astro Literacy session from him also. All righty. And then the Mental Magician reports and other mini divers reports. Brother Sean and Mel has some products there. We're going to actually change it, guys. So I know you're going to see, and I'm just going to be upfront about it because that's what it is that we do. All right. And guys, don't forget, Brother Corey does the Mirror Astro Literacy sessions. Also, you guys get your CMOS from him also for One Heart supplements. And who am I and what's my purpose reading, guys? I'm going to tell you, you'll get that after you get that Mirror. We're going to really be responsible. We're not just going to sit here and just sell you readings, guys. You guys come in here to learn yourselves. We're going to make sure you have what you need so you can really heal appropriately. So the Mirror Astro Literacy session, even though you see all the other choices up there, the first thing you're going to really get is the Mirror. If you get the full year calendar, that works too, as a start, as far as a beginning, because it's just a calendar and you can read just little reports and stuff or whatever. So that's not really hard. When it comes to the Astro Literacy sessions, though, yeah. So even if you go to Brother Sean before getting a mirror session or whatever, as far as a report, yes, that's not a problem at all. But when it comes to really getting astro readings, we suggest you get the Mirror Astro Literacy session because we prefer you be astro literate unless you want to be an astro dumbass. Then that's your choice. But we're promoting astro literacy, all righty, respectfully. All right. So with that being said, go back to this, go up just a little bit so you can see. You guys already know we've already had the calendar that you just get, just a regular calendar with no reports, 36 units in lieu of lawful money for the Astro calendar, March 2022 to February Pisces 2023. So we do a regular calendar also for 36 units in lieu of lawful money. For the 30 units, the Astro Literacy, the Little Starseeds Astro Literature set. All righty. You guys have there for 30 units also. And then we have some freebies there, the Annual Perfection Cycle Study Sheet. We also have the Astrology Street with Brother Hassan title sequence, which is something you can watch and see that's there on our YouTube for Astrology Street. All righty, because we have the Astrology Street, All Rights Reserved YouTube, and the 7HealStar, All Rights Reserved YouTube. But you can also download the 7HealStar Astro Study Poster. It's pale. The background is pale. I know you guys, but that background, it looks black. Yes, black and pale is the same thing. So pale skins are the real black people. Yay. Glad we got over that. Next, these 7HealStar Zodiacal releasing dimensions cycle study, right? Poster there. That's also a free download also. And so you guys see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different sessions here. Actually, that Brother Sean has put up there, but we're going to move them to the appointments portion so you guys can get an invoice, all righty, for when you go and sign up for it. And so that Brother Sean can have something for his records, 7HealStar being the astrology firm that we are, have that for our records, and you can have that for your records also. However, for right now, they're here in the products portion, but we're going to make sure we can move them to where you guys can get the sessions in the appointments area. However, if it's dealing with a report, I think the only report that will probably leave up here is the Jupiter and Saturn return report, because it's just literature. Everything else seems to be an actual session where you would have to really speak and be there one-on-one with Brother Sean O'Neill. All righty. So anything where you're one-on-one with any of the brothers from 7HealStar.com Astrology Firm, 9 times out of 10, that's in the appointments portion. So when you go down here and see your online appointments, all righty, that's where we're going to move it. So we're just going to move it from up here and just take it on down here to where it's online appointments and things of that nature, so that you can kind of see the other things that Brother Sean Alino will have for you. So we'll move them down, even though I know you guys can see it's right there all on the same page, but I want you guys to be able to get an invoice for your sessions. And when it's just literature and things like that or whatever, then yeah, you just get it like that. But even for Brother Sean's literature for his report, it's still an appointment. So maybe we should put all the appointments there. Right. And if it's just something that we can just print out that doesn't take any, specifically where we got to type in personal information of yours and then customize it to that, then yeah, that's why we have things like, the Star Seeds, the Little Star Seeds literature set, and the 3 free downloads, and then also the calendar there that you see. So we just wanted to make it so that you guys will be able to have a record for your records. And so so do we also. So I'm going to yield the floor there. I think I went in on that long enough. You guys already know about 7HealStar.com. We went in for over a year and a half on it, guys. All righty, we're actually in our year 2 right now, as far as going live since what was that? Was that 2021 we got started, man? Yeah, Vernal Equinox 2021, man. When we got started doing the 7-day tropical medical astro weather report, and now it has expanded from just Brother Hassan doing do it on a minute Moroccan Roy on Instagram to now we've grown to Brother Corey and Brother Terrell every Wednesday, and then here comes Brother Sean and Brother Benjamin. Now you guys are seeing us Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays on 7HealStar All Rights Reserved YouTube page. So this is just really great, and seeing our growth and our maturation. I think it's a pleasure for me to observe. And then at times, you know, I kind of go and reflect, and I call my bros, hey bro, do you see this like this? Because I'm just saying, like, this is what's actually happening. So that's about it. Any other questions, comments, and or suggestions from my beloved brothers and my magnificent brothers in whom I'm well pleased? Go once. Going twice and thrice. All right, you all. Thank you all so much, my beloved brothers in whom I'm well pleased. Brother Terrell Tamari Bay, Brother Sean Alim. Thank you all so much. I say namaste and be yourselves and donate. All righty. So with that being said, namaste to you all. I love you. I love my brothers and my mothers. Islam, Islam, Islam.